Alright, we're going to do quick disassembly and assembly of the Bushmaster ACR rifle and talk a little bit about some of the functions of it. First and foremost, you're going to need a couple tools, a punch or a bullet tip. Some of the punches come out easier. Some, I would recommend a brass punch, but I just use a small screwdriver. So let's talk about a few of the features. Number one, it's got a 7-position adjustable stock. You can adjust it in any position. It also folds. It's a side folder. Okay. And it also has an adjustable cheek riser. What you do is you just pull it back. Okay. I need to lay it down here. Pull it back and then up. Lock it forward. Gives you a little bit of height, maybe ½ inch. Push it back. Down, back, forward. Okay, so we have ambidextrous controls on both sides for the charging handle release, your magazine release, and your safety. Both sides ambidextrous. We've got a single Picatinny rail, 1911 style, runs the full length. On the handguard we have 3, both sides and the bottom. You've got your charging handle here. Here's your bolt carrier release. You've got your adjustable gas piston settings. Up in here you can adjust it for harsh or extreme conditions or when using a suppressor. So let's go ahead and empty the magazine. We want to cock that because we want to make sure it's in the trigger pack is in the cocked position. Got 2 pins back here at the back. One releases the buttstock, the other releases the rear between the upper and lower. Knock the bottom one out. That's for the buttstock. These pins only come out so far. They will not come all the way out. The top one needs a little bit of persuasion. So this will unhinge the rifle. Pull your buttstock out. Come up to the front pin. This one also needs just a little bit of persuasion as well. There, we remove the lower. Now this is a polymer lower. It's a real high strength polymer plastic. Here's your trigger pack in here. You've got a hidden compartment here in the bottom. You can store batteries. You can store batteries and such. Even put an extra bullet in there for field dressing out in the field. Let's lock that back up. We'll set the lower, and here you have the upper assembly. This is made out of 6062 high-strength extruded aluminum. It's very lightweight. I think the entire gun weighs 8 pounds, maybe about as much as a gallon of milk. So from here we're going to remove the bolt carrier group, which is just laying inside the upper here. Pull it out. We can break this down further, but we're not going to do that right now. You can break it down to get to your firing pin, a couple springs in there, and part of this small buffer tube. This gun does not have a buffer tube. Like an AR-15, it doesn't have a buffer tube or spring, so it relies on this small buffer mechanism here to manage recoil. Alright, so from here you're going to go to the hand guard. You've got three 1911 style Picatinny rails. You got one pin here. One pin removes the entire hand guard. Okay. And from here the barrel assembly is removed very easily by pulling this lever down, engaging a cam below it, and turning right. Bring the lug forward, remove the barrel. So there you have it. That's a fully disassembled Bushmaster adaptive combat rifle. These guns are made to change barrels out very quickly from SBR barrels all the way up to 24 inches for accuracy, sniper rifle barrels. So we're going to assemble now and just do everything in the reverse order. Your barrel and your gas system on top. Grab a hold of your upper assembly. Push your barrel in. Bring your lug around. And you've got to push down on this mechanism right here. Torque it tight. Latch down. Grab your handguard. Slide it on. There's a notch right here. And there's a notch in the top of the handguard. Pull down on it. Line up your hole in the bottom. Push your pin through. You're good. Bolt carrier group. You want to make sure your firing pin is on the bottom. Slide it in. Your entire upper assembly is together. Your entire lower assembly is here, and you've got your buttstock. So what we want to do here is line up, make sure our pin is pulled out, and line up our hinge assembly on the lower to the upper. Okay, you're hinged ready to rock. You want to take your butt assembly and drop it in the groove, and it slides right down. Push your pin through from the other side. Fold your upper assembly up. Make sure your bolt carrier group is all the way in. Push your pin through from this side. This one needs a little help getting in. Put your magazine back in. Charge your weapon. Your bolt carrier release, and you're good to go.